Now, research gives me a time horizon. The stuff that I see in research is what? 5 to 20 years away. If I'm not sure, I can go and do bibliometrics, figure it out for a field by looking at when things show up in the publications and when they finally show up in the market. Or I can ask people, but I can get an earlier time horizon that means it's farther in the future for me. Want to come a little closer in, I look at patents. Patents are things people think might have some market potential, at least within 17, 20 years, because they're patenting them, and the patent is no good after that. Here's an example. This is a little box. It's a utility outlet box. You use it when you're replacing a light outside on the house and the hole doesn't work, so you put one of these in. It's not patented. No patent on this that I can see. Doesn't say patent pending or patent. Probably it's a price item. The trick is to make it really, really cheap. Get it in there because it's a commodity. Who cares? You know, it's not worth patenting because if you're not cheap and in there, it's easy to design around it. But in other areas, patents mean a lot. So I'm looking at the patents, and then my question is, what does that tell me? Well, one thing I look at is, who's got the patent? If it's a university, it may never go to market. If it's a company, it's more likely to go to market, but not necessarily. Another thing I look at is, how old is it? Who cites it? That tells me how important it is. And basically what I'm really, really concerned about is, what does it do? What it does is defined by the claims. So I'll read the first claim, skim the others. Might read background on the invention and what makes this different if it looks interesting. Besides, in doing that, I can figure out a lot of stuff about what's going on in that sector because I get one person's view on it. Anyways, the point is this. Patent literature says somebody thinks it's worthwhile spending money on this sucker. Then I can go look and see if it's patented in a lot of countries. That means they think it's really important because they spend a lot of money on this sucker. So that tells me something. That says if it ain't in the market, it's heading towards the market. When we come back, we'll take a quick look at what is in the market.